Hi friends, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about data structures. In this data structures we are going to discuss about our unit 1 which deals about the basics of data structures and the very important concept that helps us to crack interviews to get into some multinational companies. Like this is a core topic for EC student where an IT professional will ask questions to get into an IT jobs. But before getting into the topic, let us know the basic concepts of data structures, like what is the terminology we are going to use. First of all, we have to know what is data and what is information, like a basic terminology. What is data? Data is nothing but something which is raw fact, raw data, or some real world fact. Like, let me explain with an example. The example is 23 Usha and some number like 8971241272. If 23 is nothing but like if it is a clear explanation of age, maybe it is an age. Usha, maybe it is a name. The other number, maybe it is a phone number. Without having clear information of what is that, is known as raw fact or nothing but a data. Information is nothing but a processing of data. Processing of data means data which is having clear meaning of what is it. Like 23 is a data which represent the age of an individual. Usha is a name which represent a person. Now coming to data structures. What is data structures? Organizing data in a meaningful format by using some set of algorithms is known as data structure. What is the need for data structures? The need of data structures is we can retrieve data whenever we want, like in a possible easy manner than compared to any other ways. Data structures using now or use it to retrieve the data and represent the data in the memory. Now let us know the types of data structures. We all know that the data structures are of two types. They are linear data structures and non-linear data structures. Linear data structures is nothing but the data is stored in a particular format, like in a sequential order. The data which is stored in a sequential order is nothing but a linear data structure. The data structures whose data is not stored in a particular sequential manner is nothing but a non-linear data structure. Examples for linear data structures are arrays, linked list, stack, queue, etc. Because in arrays, we'll store the data from 0th index to n-1 index. Firstly, we'll save the data in a of 0 index and then we'll go to a of 1 index and then we'll move to the other index. It is in a sequential format. Similarly in the linked list, stacks and queues. Whereas in nonlinear data structures, the data is not stored in a sequential format. We all know that because graphs and trees doesn't possess any sequential manner. The data can be stored in a random manner also. Now let us get into the topic. Like before asymptotic notations, we are going to discuss about one-dimensional array because there is connectivity in this topic. One-dimensional array, nothing but which has a single variable and a single subscript. We can also say this like list of elements using a single variable with a single subscript is also known as one-dimensional array. The syntax of one-dimensional array is data type, space, array name, and brackets. We are going to specify the size of an array. Size of an array is from 0 to n-1. Examples of one-dimensional array are the listed above. Int, which is a data type. A is nothing but a variable. 5 is nothing but a size. Syntax of an array, we have to look after this so many times because this is a major concept where we do a mistake. Like syntax of an array is data type, space, array name, brackets, size. Size is from 0 to n-1, whereas array starts with index a of 0 and ends with a of n-1. Data is allocated in the format of A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, and so on, A minus 1. Now, array initialization is of two types, which is a static initialization and a dynamic initialization. In static initialization, we are directly assigning the values of what we needed to the index. Like the syntax is data type space array name. In the brackets, we are going to specify the size of an array, and then we are directly assigning the values of which we wanted, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the array of size 5. Now, if the array size is only 5 in the example given above, like int a of 5 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the array size is less than the variables which are assigning, that means in an array of size we are giving only 3 variables, then the other 2 is default taken as 0. If the array size is greater than the number of variables which we are assigning, like if the array size is only 5 and we are giving the 6 variables to it, then it will take only 5 variables because it has size up to 5 only. Now let us know about the dynamic initialization of arrays. In dynamic initialization, we have to give the input data through a program like given in example. Let us see in the example detail. The program execution starts after the main only. Now we have given the initialization of an array int array of 10 and ni. We are going to enter the size of an array in the first printf statement. In the scanf, we are going to save that size inside the memory. And now in printf statement, we are going to enter the elements of an array of the size we have given. And now in order to read the elements of an array, we have to take a loop. For that loop, we are going to take a for loop because it is very easy, in syntactical format, it is very easy to execute. For that, we are going to take a for loop. It starts with an index I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Then it reads the data by the scanf statement, then executes a printf statement. The elements are again it has taken the input of reading every element in an array. In order to display the elements in an array, we have to use again a for loop. Here I'm giving the size as 5, then it saves the size as 5. Elements I am giving is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. First for loop starts with I equals to 0, then this is the position of I of 0, this is 1, and the end position is only 5 because I have given n as 5. It will read from 0 to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to less than 5 condition, because condition here is I less than n. N I have given is 5. Array index start from 0 to n minus 1. Then it reads entire 5 variables and stores in the memory, and then the elements are displayed here by using a for loop. The output is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Go through these types of examples for dynamic initialization. And now we are going to discuss about operations performed on arrays. Like there are usually 5 operations performed on array, or traversing, insertion, deletion, sorting and searching. Traversing. Traversing is nothing but visiting the elements of array. Visiting the each and every element of an array is nothing but a traversing. Insertion. Insertion is nothing but in an array we can add many elements in the array. Like inserting elements in an array is known as insertion. And deletion. Deleting any element from an array is nothing but a deletion. Sorting. Sorting means arranging. Arranging in particular format, like whether we are going to arrange in ascending order or arrange in descending order. Searching. Searching means nothing but whether the element is present in an entire array or not. We can also say like insertion in a a particular mathematical representation like a of I plus 1 is equal to a of I, because by adding anything we are just increasing the index of an array like a of 0 to a of n minus 1. For example, I am adding here, like one element is added here in the position of 2, then before the 2 1 we are going to add another thing, like we are increasing the position, we are increasing the chain of an array, like in the a of I position, before the position of that one is a of 1, now it is changed to a of 2, like we are increasing because of insertion, the chain is going on increased, that's why a of I is assigned to a of I plus 1. Deletion means in the I plus 1th position we are deleting something, like this position should be decreased to a of I. We can also say the insertion in this format like if the array is only having two elements, a of 0 and a of 1, now a of I is nothing but a of 1 only, because this is the end of the array. Now I am going to add another thing like a of 2, like I of 1 position is going to change it to I plus 1. Here I am going to add 3. If you are going to delete this one, this index is going to decrease. Now we are going to discuss about the algorithms for each and every operation performed on arrays like traversing, insertion, deletion, searching, sorting. Now for the first traversing algorithm we are going to explain like this. First of all, algorithm should be represented as the name of algorithm in parenthesis of input parameters. Like we are going to perform the traversing operation, so we named it as traverse. Input parameters of size of array and array elements. Now I'm going to explain the algorithm. Firstly, we'll start the algorithm with a start option. Then we are going to read the index of an array and then each and every element of an array. Then for traversing is nothing but visiting each and elements of an array. That means array index should start from 0 to a final index of like array ends with 5, like 1 2 3 and 4. It should start from lower bound to upper bound. So I initialized with lower bound, so I set it as lower bound, that is 0th index, and it start from visiting the 0th index to a last index. For visiting the last index we are going to increase the next value as I plus plus. That means I is equal to I plus 1. For first iteration it starts with lower bound I equals to 0 and then increased with 1 and then 2 and so on to entire last element. Like upper bound is 5. Upper bound is 5. Should visit each and every element of this up to upper bound. After visiting each and every element of an array, we have to write the elements which we have traversed. So we are going to 7th step, write the elements, and then we are finishing this algorithm stop. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the algorithms of next operations performed on array. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, share to your friends and subscribe to my channel.